Welcome to the RadioU podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Aly.
Coming up, some of our best highlights from 2025.
Thanks for joining us this year. We hope to create new highlights in 2026.
Now, this is controversial, but some schools across the country, more than a dozen dozens of schools in 20 different states across the United States have decided to ban students from wearing Crocs to class. Now, you may be thinking, why? Well, it's because they look stupid, of course. No, I'm just kidding. The schools, in many cases, are citing safety concerns. Apparently, those students that wear Crocs are more likely to slip and fall when they do like emergency drills. And so the administrators believe that the Crocs would be more unsafe if they were in an actual emergency situation. Therefore, they decided to ban Crocs preemptively, just in case there ever is an emergency, so the students, wouldn't trip and fall and meet at some kind of demise. That's the reasoning that they've come up with.
Okay, I mean, I feel like I have seen plenty of people in Crocs before, and I've never felt that like they look like they're walking like. In a way where I'm like,
to keep their balance.
I'm like, wow, those are really unsafe.
Yeah.
You know,
Would they be easier to push down or anything like that?
Right. I don't know. I once saw my 14-year-old little cousin play a softball game in his Crocs.
No way.
And he didn't even have them in sports mode.
Whoa.
So yeah, I don't know if I really buy this, that it's like a huge safety risk. Now, I do know that Disney World did ban Crocs from certain on the escalators. They banned them because there were so many incidents. And so I feel like there are probably some areas where Crocs can get a little, dangerous. And escalators seems like one of them.
But most schools don't have escalators,
No.
right?
And so I feel like the safety hazards of what they're talking about at these schools, it doesn't really add up as much compared to like Disney World with the escalator problem.
To be fair, I don't even know if this is being fair, but the schools claim that, and obviously, again, this is dozens of schools across the country in different states, so it's not like they're all speaking as one.
Right.
But like the general thing is that they say the students often don't wear them in sports mode, and so that makes them more likely to trip and fall. But I don't know. I feel like I call shenanigans on this too, because I feel like who are some of the top proponents of Crocs is like nurses, right? They're so comfortable and I can wear them all day. And if you're a nurse, you don't want to be slipping and sliding.
Yeah.
And they wear them. And so if it's good enough for nurses, is it not good enough for students at school?
Yeah, I feel like it's got pretty decent grip, and so I don't know about the whole slipping and sliding thing. I don't know if I believe that.
I know a lot of people that I used to work with at restaurants too, that they would be wearing Crocs to restaurants where the floor is slippery, there's stuff that's spilled on it, and there's wet floors, the people mop it, whatever. And I just feel like they just don't like Crocs. I feel like the students are being attacked.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably more of because it's a trend, they're going after it. And I think the real reason they do actually state here is that they say it is a distraction for students because they play with the little collectible charms that you can put on the top. And this part kills me. They throw their shoes at classmates. But to me, I'm like, that means you want to keep Crocs because those are the only shoes you could throw at people and not injure someone.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, if somebody pulls off a Timberland boot and starts throwing that instead, they'd have great traction in an emergency situation, but also that would hurt if somebody winged that at your head.
Right. It's like if your problem is that kids are throwing shoes in class, I think your problem is bigger than Crocs.
Maybe just ban throwing shoes.
Right.
Instead of shoes in general. Let's see. Corey says, I'm all for banning Crocs. Aurora says, I can confirm they are slippery when it's wet, but it shouldn't be wet in the school.
Here's the thing is I don't wear Crocs, so I guess I'm not a fair judge on if they actually are dangerous.
Yeah. Aurora says, I have certainly almost slipped a few times when it's wet out and I am wearing Crocs, but that can also happen in almost any shoes.
Yeah.
And D says most nurses or kitchen people wear the professional Crocs, which have a different non-slip grip on them than what the kids are wearing these days.
These kids these days, they don't have the professional Crocs.
They're amateur Crocs. I don't know. I feel like this is, of all the things, like, I just think that, let the kids have their fun.
Yeah, let them have their fun, but I will say I don't think they look that great.
No, yeah, let them have their stupid shoes. Now, this is a crazy video. You should definitely look it up, or you can just say, I want to see it at 8772 RadioU. We'll send it to you. It is a kayaker that literally got swallowed by a whale and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. As soon as I saw you put this on our docket for today to talk about, I watched the video and I was just like, that's crazy, first of all. But also so thankful that guy is okay and survived this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an absolutely insane video. That's insane thing that got captured on video.
Right. He could have, everybody's got a fishing story or whatever if they've been out at sea or at some point. But this guy actually has it caught on tape, on video, so that on tape, so that everybody has to believe that he actually did get swallowed by a whale. It's a humpback whale, so it makes sense that he survived. Yeah, because the humpback whale, they don't eat. It wasn't a killer whale.
No.
They don't eat meat, or if they do, it's like tiny fish and whatever plankton. So they don't even have teeth, right? It's like baleen or whatever.
Yeah. They just literally swallow stuff whole.
Yeah. So he just would have, I'm sure the whale got this guy in his mouth and spit him out. It was like, this doesn't taste good.
Not what I thought it was.
But I wonder why, the whale was jumping up with its mouth open, though.
Well,
with the guy here.
Well, whales do that. They will jump up with their mouth open because they'll whatever prey they're after, they'll scare it all together, and then they'll go up in trying to get it in its mouth.
Okay,
I don't even know if that's the best way to describe it, but whales do that, and so this guy just happened to be in the wrong place.
Yeah, at the wrong time.
Yep.
But he did live to tell the tale. He says, I thought I was dead. I thought it had eaten me, that it had swallowed me. It didn't last very long, though. The video is not very long, where the whale jumps up, takes him in his mouth, and then a second later, you see his head pop up. Well,
I don't know if it's a second later, but you do see the whale go down, which is what, the whale will come up with its mouth open, and then it'll go back down, and you see the whale's tail come up, and then shortly after that, the guy pops back up in his inflatable kayak, which I think is key to this. If that had not been an inflatable kayak, he might not have popped back up right away.
Oh, you would be very disoriented, to say the least.
And he does have a life jacket on, of course, which is very important when you're kayaking on the ocean. Or really anywhere. But yeah, he does pop back up right after that, and I guess somehow made his way out of it. I don't know if the whale just spat him out, or if he was able to just jerk his way out of there. Who knows? But he's out. He's good.
Yeah. And then he said that he will go to Nineveh after all. Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it. But yeah, this guy, swallowed by a whale, lives to tell the tale. Very amazing. And I guess if you survive without any injuries, it's worth it, right?
Yeah.
This is the most interesting thing that's probably ever happened to him.
Yeah, and I doubt anything will beat it. It's an insane story.
A story to tell for the rest of your life. And fortunately for him, he has video to go with it. I think I found our guy Nene's polar opposite. Nene, of course, here at Radio U. You think of Nene, you think probably two things. One is the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, yes.
Two, ketchup. He puts ketchup on everything.
Yeah.
I've seen him put it on breakfast cereal.
Oh, no.
And this woman is his polar opposite. She suffers from a fear of ketchup, which apparently is common enough that it has a name. How would you say that? Go ahead and try to pronounce that, Aly.
More choose Q's phobia.
Why is there so many U's in it?
I don't know. There's so many U's, and I didn't know that many U's could be that back to back all the time. What the heck?
It's harder to spell than Mississippi. Morchu, secu, susquiphobia, or something like that.
Yeah, it's weird.
This woman, she's from the UK. She claims that seeing a ketchup bottle basically makes her suffer from a panic attack. She said it feels like what she would do. She reacts to seeing a ketchup bottle the same way she would react if she was held at gunpoint.
What?
Yes, that's what she claims.
Crazy. I mean, I know a lot of these phobias are like completely out of people's control, so I don't want to be like, why can't you get over that or whatever?
Yeah.
But I kind of want to know the background to be like, how would you get to this point? You know, is there some childhood trauma with ketchup that she has? Maybe?
No, her
nothing?
according to her mom. So listen, I think it's fake. I think she's lying. But there is somebody else who I believe that also says they suffer from this. But this woman, her mother says that she remembers this girl enjoying ketchup when she was a child.
Okay.
This woman now, who I believe she's 23, she does not remember any trauma. She doesn't have anything that she recalls in regards to ketchup that would have set this off.
Yeah.
But she now says that, she has her name is Lee Woodman.
Okay.
She just claims that, that for some reason, and she doesn't know why, she is morbidly afraid of ketchup. And so, goes to crazy lengths to avoid it and tries to not even see ketchup bottles. Okay. I think she's lying because she also says, this is a quote, "I wouldn't even be interested in trying exposure therapy. This is just something I think I'm going to have to live with forever." No, you could easily.
Yeah, you should try something.
You could easily. Some other fears, like I understand if you have a fear of flying, right?
Yeah.
It would be very difficult it would be easy to avoid flying.
Right.
It'd be very difficult to get on a plane to get to the point in exposure therapy or whatever. But ketchup, you could do that in an afternoon.
Yes.
You go to a restaurant, any restaurant. Somebody gives you a packet of ketchup and you squeeze it on. You don't even have to eat it. You just have it squirted on you or whatever. You're like, oh, this is not that bad. If she's saying she doesn't want it, that's because she's not actually afraid. This is fake. It's for social media. However, I do believe Alexandria Govan, who's 23, she's also from the UK. And there's a video of her. She's a waitress refilling ketchup bottles and her gagging while she does it. I believe that.
Oh, so she's just it's overexposure.
Yeah.
So that's why she's afraid
And
of
she
it.
has a story too. She says she was sprayed by a ketchup bottle by her sister when she was a child. And so that started her fear.
So
I believe her.
there's some trauma.
I don't believe Lee Woodman. I think she's making it up because, that's just a way to get you started in your social media influencer career.
Right.
Whatever it takes.
You start out the video. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of ketchup.
That's your hook. You're pretty attractive, and that's enough to get people to follow you and make a living.
Apparently. Well, I mean, I hope the best for these two women. I hope that they are able to get some exposure therapy and no longer suffer from this terrible phobia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're missing out.
Uh-huh. They are.
Yeah.
If they don't want to eat it, I don't care. But being afraid.
I mean, I don't think there's any place in the world you can avoid ketchup. You know what I mean?
Maybe Asia.
Yeah, true.
They don't really do that there.
True.
But, I mean, why would you want to live your life that way?
Yeah, no.
That's silly.
In the UK, with fish and chips on every corner?
Yeah, really.
You really cannot avoid it.
Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, not to be confused with the longtime sports personality.
And quarterback. Dan
Patrick?
Wasn't he a quarterback?
No, that's Dan Marino.
For some reason, I thought Dan Patrick was a quarterback.
No, I think he was just, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in high school or something. But either way.
Definitely not in the NFL.
Yeah. Dan Patrick, the Lieutenant Governor of Texas, has come out and said that he thinks it's about time that we stop calling the New York strip steak a New York strip steak and instead start calling it the Texas strip steak. Since Texas is the largest producer of beef in America, he says in New York, the cows there are dairy cows. They don't even use them for these kind of steaks in general. Mm-hmm. And so Texas should be getting the credit just because somebody named it the New York strip steak 200 years ago or whatever doesn't mean we should still be calling it that now. What do you think about that, Aly?
I mean, we jokingly talked about something similar yesterday with Canadians changing the name of the Americano to the Canadiano. So this feels similar, where it's like, we're going to stick it to New York. We produce the beef. We're going to call it the Texas strip steak. I guess he's trying to make this happen in the state of Texas, where he will, restaurants will have to change the name when they reprint menus. Not that they'll be forced to reprint, but whenever they do, to change it from New York strip to Texas strip. So, this is interesting. I don't think it really has anything to do. I mean, obviously the states, I guess, had a play in it at some point when it was named the New York strip steak. But it's more like, it's not that it's from New York or like a part of New York, but it's like the cut of the steak.
Yeah.
And so I think he's getting himself a little confused here by making it seem as if it's like, this steak has to be from New York.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the cut of the steak is from New York.
I don't think anybody is confused or actually cares where the steak comes from or whatever. Like, you care about the cut, but I just think it's a dangerous game if we're just going to go about renaming things.
Yeah, willy-nilly style.
Yeah, we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
It's just going to lead to things becoming complicated. I'll give you
or confusing.
Yeah, that's right. Like, everybody just knows some things. If there's no actual reason to change it, we don't need to change it. It's just confusing to people.
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. You know the Hawaiian pizza?
Yes.
The Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada. It has nothing to do with Hawaii at all. In fact, the only reason it's called the Hawaiian pizza is because the brand of pineapple that the Greek Canadian guy used on the pizza when he made it was Hawaiian brand pineapple.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Leave it to the Canadians.
And so, what are we going to start calling that then? Like, Hawaiian, everybody just knows. We don't need to complicate it by switching up what it's called.
Right.
We don't need to complicate this by making it the Texas strip steak. It's a New York strip. Everybody knows what that is.
Yeah.
Let's stop trying to mess things around.
And I think there's plenty of other cuts that are associated with Texas, like the ribeye is probably one of them. T-bone, maybe. I don't think that you need to get worried about, ranchers and farmers not being appreciated by the names of cuts of steak. Like, I doubt that they actually care about that.
Yeah.
Just as long as they're making their money as a rancher, as a farmer, for what they do. And we appreciate what they do. We enjoy these cuts of meat.
Right.
So we appreciate them. I don't think it being named the New York strip stops that from happening.
If we start calling it the Texas strip, people could be legit. They could actually hurt the cattle industry in Texas, because people are like, they're like, what happened to the New York strip? And, they don't order it then.
Oh, they start a war.
Yeah, because people like to go with what they're familiar with.
True.
And so if you start calling it the Texas strip, people won't know what that is. They'll be very confused.
I mean, I'm willing to try any steak, so I don't think I'd be confused. I mean, I'd be confused, but I don't think I'd be discouraged from ordering.
I'll point out the flaw of my own argument that if you go to a restaurant and they're like, where's the New York strip steak? What happened? Texas Roadhouse?
You're like, well, you're at Texas Roadhouse, sir.
But also, then they'd just be like, well, we call it the Texas strip now. And then you'd still get the same cut of steak.
Yeah, you'd be like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. What if we find out the Texas Roadhouse isn't even from Texas?
Oh.
Could you imagine?
This whole time it's been from Sheboygan, Michigan.
We should research this. I need to know, and I need to know now. It's probably from North Carolina or something. And so be careful.
I really want it to be from the north.
Be careful if you want to start. When was it founded? I need to know. Its headquarters are in... oh, no. Do you want to play this game, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick?
Oh, no. Tell me.
Texas Roadhouse was founded in Clarksville, Indiana.
Oh! Indiana Roadhouse.
Yeah, right. Is this what you want to start doing? Is this really you want to take away one of your most respected institutions that has nothing to do with you whatsoever? We'll go down this road.
Indiana Roadhouse.
We'll go down this road right now.
We're renaming it right now.
There's a bizarre new conspiracy theory going around on TikTok. This one may be the strangest one I've encountered yet. It's that the elites are eating mermaids. Who are the elites? Fill in the blank. Probably whoever you don't like. Whichever the elites you don't like are the ones that are eating mermaids, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously implying that it's an expensive practice. But it's, I guess, the people that are in the upper echelon of our society that are like, you're like, why are they powerful? Why do they have the money? apparently people are saying this is why.
This is I don't know. I don't understand the point in the cycle. Like, do you become rich by eating a mermaid? Because there's definitely one that I found that is like a gal claiming that like any successful pop star may have eaten a mermaid, because then they get the mermaid's, abilities when it comes to singing, seduction, and makeup. It's literally what she says. Makeup, yeah.
Okay.
So this is, I don't know. So it's weird where this all started. On TikTok, it's very recent. But if you dig back further, there are people that have posted some odd stories here and there on Reddit that claim they were encouraged to fish for mermaids and have to sign like NDAs and stuff like this. And so, I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's not true.
No.
It's ridiculous, but it is. It's fun to see the stories. It is fun.
It is hilarious. Some of these TikTok videos were pretty funny. Like the ones that kind of started this trend on TikTok were like this older lady sharing these stories, and it's very much like if you had an aunt that was into conspiracy theories. So she's
probably also into some other odd stuff.
Yeah, she replaces
like the mermaid thing isn't the first weird thing she started talking to you about.
Right. We all have the uncle that tells the conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
This is the aunt that
underrated. The aunt that believes in fairies.
Yeah,
basically.
She uses crystals. Yeah, that's who this is, and she's telling a story. And she's like, there's this guy named Landon. He's down on his luck. He gets a new job. He has to sign an NDA. And suddenly he's hunting mermaids. It's like, this definitely feels like a story that's like a fantasy or something, like a fiction where it's like he's down on his luck and he has to get a job that no one else wants. And he soon learns out that this job is not what it seems. He's hunting mermaids.
Yeah. I don't know. It's entertaining.
Yeah, for sure.
But the elites, I think, I'm not an elite, but I can assure you, I really don't think they're eating mermaids.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fall for any of the conspiracy theories that have gone around about the elites, like, oh, they're lizard people, they're aliens or whatever. It's just like, no, they just either were born into money or lucked upon something that they got to it first before anyone else did, or they truly are just very, very talented.
Now, the question is, if mermaids were real and you could eat one, would you?
No.
Why not?
Because as far as what they're describing here, if it is as what they say, it seems to be some part human.
Well, I mean, I guess.
So I think I would be like, it seems like it might have some intelligence there that would be like, don't eat me or whatever, like be able to speak.
Okay. Good argument.
Yeah.
But also, like, what if it tastes like salmon, though?
Then I'll just eat salmon.
But what if it has magical power? It gives you the power of makeup. So, an amazing report showed up in Time yesterday that it's finally happened after years of rumors about this or big ambitions and goals. A company has actually resurrected an extinct species.
Yeah, I saw this.
An actual animal has been brought back from extinction. The dire wolf. Have you ever heard of a dire wolf before?
Only from Game of Thrones, I gotta be honest.
Oh, that's right. It is in Game of Thrones. For me, my familiarity began and ended with the Grateful Dead song. But the dire wolf, this is crazy too. It's not like this is, because there's some things that were extinct like in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
That I would have thought would be more likely to be brought back just because it was more recent.
Sure.
The dire wolf has been extinct for, they claim, 10,000 years.
Wow.
But it's a bigger type of wolf that used to, I guess, roam like North and South America. And so how they did this is they found old preserved DNA from dire wolves from back when they were around, right?
Yeah.
And then they were able to like decode that or whatever. And I'm explaining this like I know what it means. But they used wolf DNA and like just altered that wolf DNA enough to where it matches this old DNA.
Yep.
And then had a wolf mother, like, and then they made like,
a wolf as a surrogate mom.
Yes, they used a wolf as a surrogate mom with this babies as its DNA, with the eggs as its DNA. And so now there's 3 dire wolves that are living in a top secret facility. They brought them back from extinction. It's actually crazy.
It's absolutely insane. Also, you describing that all just sounds like that little intro video in Jurassic Park where it's like, we found dino DNA. And it's like the DNA guy strand moving around and explaining it. So that's just what it sounds like when they're describing it, because that's literally what it is. It's like they found it. And I think in Jurassic Park, it's like they used like frog DNA or different DNA to try and like make it similar. And that's what they did here with a gray wolf, and so obviously in the same family of the dire wolf. So that's helpful. But yeah, this is pretty insane. Apparently I wasn't the only one thinking about Game of Thrones though, because they do have a 2-month-old female pup. Her name is Khaleesi.
Yeah, I saw that. I appreciate that tie-in. It is. If you look at the pictures, so all we have is pictures, right? And
we do have some video.
There's some video too.
Yeah.
But these things are beautiful. Like they look amazing.
Their coats are so gorgeous.
And now what I don't know is like, what's the plan? Are we trying to create a whole race of dire wolves and like reintroduce them?
I think they're trying to breed them, which they said could have some catastrophic effects, because it's like they only have 3. So. And so, I would imagine it's going to be a long, painstaking process
and they
to make them not, to continue.
Yeah, to have the genetic diversity, right? Because that would be the issue. But they only, when they're 10,000 years extinct, there's a very limited, like, it's not like they can just create more babies that will be different as like using the old DNA. Yeah. Because that's all the DNA they have.
Right.
So, I don't know. I guess they could just keep these ones live and die, and then they recreate.
That's literally what one of the scientists said. It's like there is a possibility for miscarriages. There's a possibility of death. Like there's all sorts of things that are involved, which makes me feel a little icky inside thinking about it. Because at the end of the day, this is an experiment, and you're looking at these, and it's like, oh, they're animals, and they're playing, and they're having such a fun time, and it's just like they're an experiment, and so it's hard to kind of put those two sides of my brain and separate them. Yeah. But so it looks like a long road ahead for actually not only, they are not extinct anymore technically, right? But making them, livable, viable in nature. I don't know. That's a long way away. I don't know
if that ever could happen, but this would definitely be a proof of concept that they could use on because it says this company, and I've heard this before, also wants to do this with the woolly mammoth, which seems like a big mistake. The dodo and the thylacine, whatever that is. Oh, I guess it's a Tasmanian tiger.
Yep.
And so if this works, which it has with these dire wolves, if they have more DNA that they could use on these other animals, that actually could be more, like maybe there's more chances of going into the future with that. But all this seems a little scary.
Yeah, I feel like Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
Just because you could?
Yeah, doesn't mean you should.
Yeah.
Life finds a way, and it might not be a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, as beautiful as this dire wolf is, I don't know if I want to come face to face with it.
No.
Mark Zuckerberg has said some wild things, but this might take the cake. 8772 Radio U. He just did an interview for a podcast with Dwakesh Patel. Listen to this quote. Mark Zuckerberg said, here's one stat from working on social media for a long time that I always think is crazy. The average American has fewer than 3 friends. Fewer than 3 people they would consider friends. And the average person has demand for meaningfully more. I think it's something like 15 friends or something. Okay, that might be accurate.
Okay.
But he says that the answer is Meta creating AI friends so people can get a connection in that way that they can't have with real people in real life.
Okay, so your answer to, hey, we have a problem with people not having meaningful relationships in their life, the answer is artificial intelligence.
Yeah, with very, very, the most meaningless relationship you can possibly have.
Literally, it's artificial. Come on, Mark. You had to know that this was not going to be received well.
Yeah, he even... I don't even want to go into this. But man, nobody seems to be happy with this. Nobody's
No.
asking for this. We don't want AI friends.
No, no.
Somebody said on X, they said maybe Mark's trying to tell us something about himself.
Ooh.
I seem to have a problem establishing connections with others. AI is the only answer for Mike Zuckerberg. Now,
I'm starting to be convinced he is an AI, and this is why he's,
he is the messenger. He is like the figurehead of AI.
Right. He's like, I need to promote this because I need my AI friends to get human friends.
That may actually be the explanation.
Like, why
for
else
this.
would you be promoting this? I mean, obviously he's profiting from it. It's his business.
Yeah.
But, he's coming across as if he is an AI here. Like,
And
what are you saying?
As many people have pointed out, too, this is a problem that people only have like 3 real life friends when they have demand for more. That is very much of Facebook and Meta's own making.
Right.
Because since the inception of Facebook over 20 years ago now, it has more and more found ways to be more addictive. And then they've, gotten Instagram involved, et cetera, with the algorithms and blah, blah, blah. And just the advent of social media has been one of the things that has really disconnected us from other people in real life and filled that space with relationships that aren't as meaningful.
Exactly. Last year, I read a book by Jonathan Haidt, who's a psychologist, I believe. It's called Anxious Generation. And it literally talks about that very thing, how social media, which is this idea of being able to socialize with people, has actually just caused us to turn more inward and to, really become recluse. Like we don't even want to be out in society at all. And so, it's caused, in my opinion, a lot more problems than it's solved.
Mm-hmm. And the solution is more social media.
No, Mark. It's not.
Is more technology and AI and less talking to actual real life people, especially in real life. You definitely wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm sorry, technology in this scenario, it's not for every scenario, but technology can't solve this problem that it created. It just can't.
It's now, I don't want to sit here and just be completely bashing on social media because there is a study here that says that people who use social media for the motive of maintaining relationships feel lonelier than those who spend the same amount of time on social media for other reasons. So literally, the problem with social media is if you try
to use it how it's intended.
Yeah, at least the top. Yeah, right. To connect with people. Literally, what Facebook is meant for is the worst thing you can use social media for.
I mean, that feels right.
Do not. This is why we got off of Facebook and why Mark Zuckerberg desperately trying to figure out how to still get people on there and using it even. Especially the lonely people.
And I mean, have you scrolled through Facebook lately? It's filled with AI-generated content, and it's the worst stuff ever. We don't want more, Mark. We don't. We do not want more.
Mark Zuckerberg.
He's an AI, I'm convinced.
Just when I thought he couldn't bother me more. We live in a world where the cameras are always rolling, which can sometimes be a real blessing. Sometimes you catch stuff and you get to post it on TikTok, and it's exciting. Other times, camera happens to be rolling, and it captures a woman pooping on another car's hood in a road rage incident. This happened in Pennsylvania. A woman was mad. Apparently, it was some kind of stop sign incident. But I mean, really, do we even know? We need to know the details. Do we even need to know?
Oh my goodness.
There's no justification. There's nothing that could have been done where we'd be on your side, hopping out of your car, dropping trowel, and just leaving a present all over the hood of another vehicle.
Oh my goodness.
How did she have that ready is really what I want to know.
All of this.
Yeah.
All of this is insane. I just have no words, Hudson. No words. Nothing. What is happening? What happened here?
A woman got so upset at another driver for some reason that she got. This is
crazy. This is absolutely nuts. What would compel someone to do this?
You say this out loud. This is what I'm thinking. That us saying this out loud, obviously, there's no justification, and it makes no sense. You know what's crazy is this woman probably like sped off home because at first she hadn't been caught anyways. She goes home and like her husband comes home or something and she's like, you will not believe what happened to me today.
Right? She'll be the victim in the situation.
This guy at a 4-way stop didn't yield to me because I was there first. And so I got so mad at him that I got out of my car and I pooped on I left my diarrhea on his hood. And what does the husband say? What does he go?
I want a divorce.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, what's the other option?
You are not actually telling me the story right now.
You can't stay married to the Delco pooper, which is...
But I'm telling you, you know that if she felt so justified in the moment that she was telling that until she gets caught by police, which she's been identified now. She's facing many charges. But between when she did this and when she got caught, she was telling somebody this, her friends, her husband, her family. She was telling the story of what happened, and she felt like she was in the right.
Which is crazy because there's no way you could be right about this.
What's crazy is the other person, the person the poopy literally could have been the one in the wrong, as in like they could have been the one.
Yeah, they could have done something truly horrible.
But nothing justifies you getting out of your car.
No. Taking everything.
Your pants off in broad daylight in a neighborhood. There could be children around.
There are so many other cars around. The video person that gets this, they look like they're in a work truck, like a construction worker.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you doing? Like, seriously, as I asked before, what would compel someone to do this? I know there's always an action and a reaction. That's how life works.
Yeah.
What was the action to get this reaction? That's what I need to know.
There's some things that just that defy explanation.
It's true.
That defy all logic, and this is one of them. But now she is going to pay the price because she's actually facing, honestly, a shocking amount of charges for what she did. She's facing indecent exposure. Sounds accurate.
Yeah.
Disorderly conduct, I'd say to say the least. Yes. Disorderly. Creating a hazardous or physically offensive condition. I do not know what that means.
Never heard of that.
Sounds apt.
That sounds good to me.
Criminal mischief.
Okay.
This was mischievous, all right.
Of the most mischievous.
Property damage. That might be the stretch. Harassment and depositing waste on the highway. Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
This is a crazy, a crazy story.
What a time to be alive. This is unfathomable. I'm not sure that I believe it. 8772 Radio U. That one man on Tinder swiped right on literally 2 million profiles and only got one date. Does that math add up to you, Aly?
No.
You don't believe the actual numbers of that?
No way. Unless you were trying to just do that. Like you purposely wanted to see how many people you could swipe right on without getting a date or getting multiple dates. Like this was your goal.
Yeah.
I don't see how this is possible.
You'd have to have like a machine to do it for you.
Yeah, like I think somebody actually did the math on this because this was a post made on X, and it was literally like you needed to swipe right on somebody 1,950 swipes a day. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's no 1,000 swipes.
You're not even looking at profiles. You're just swiping at that point.
Well, how long does it take? I mean, you're definitely not looking. You're not reading anything.
No.
You're definitely just, but
to do 1,000 swipes, that's a lot.
But it doesn't take, I mean, that's like 1,000 seconds, which is not that much time, right? Like time-wise, I think it's possible. I think it would run out of profiles to show you. Like there's not that many people on Tinder in the world. And so you'd run out of, I just think 2 million people. Somebody said that's 1.2% of the American female population.
Yeah, and somebody else also did the math on this. They found out that that's literally almost the entire amount of female user base for Tinder.
Yeah.
Like Tinder.
But Tinder's not going to show you every person across the entire country.
Exactly, because you have
no matter how much you expand your radius.
Right, you have parameters of who they can who they show you. But also, it's somebody looked into this of the number of Tinder users and took into account that only 24. This is a crazy number. Only 24.2% of users on Tinder are women. So if you're a guy, you're already behind the 8 ball. Like using a site like Tinder because there's not that many women on there. So
we talked about shark mentality. You can have shark mentality, but if there's not a lot of fish around to eat,
exactly, you're not gonna. There's no way.
There's just other sharks.
Yeah, like that. That's you swiping right on all the single women on the app.
Yeah. It's I'll tell you what, the math on swiping 2 million times and only getting one date doesn't check out, but also the math on using Tinder as a guy does not check out.
Yeah, no. And somebody else pointed that out. Like, Tinder is not, I don't think it's set up for success for anyone. I haven't used it. From what I hear about how the whole app is set up and how people match with one another, it just sounds like it's a joke to actually try and find a relationship. Yeah,
and it prioritizes people that pay, of course, and prioritizes, if you're, it's just like life. If you're attractive, you're going to have success, probably more likely to have success on there.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you're going to be swiping a lot more. You got to be, in the best case scenario, probably patient.
Yeah.
If anything, but there's better ways.
Yes.
We don't need dating apps. They're out.
They need to be gone.
We can do better in 2025. My vacation started with a frisking. 8772 Radio U. I did fly to see some family in Connecticut. And when I went through the TSA, I got frisked.
Oh.
I went in the body scanner, put your hands over your head. They look at my naked body. And
that's not what they look at.
I walk out. And a man says to me, he says, an officer, it wasn't just a random guy. He says, "You've set off a sensitive area sensor. We're going to have to screen you." And he says, do you need a private screening room? And I said, "I sure hope not." And so
what?
There in front of everybody. And you know that when this happens, you're like, I know that I didn't. There's no reason, right?
There's nothing I have on me.
I know I got everything out, and I know there's nothing inside me, right, that should be setting this off. But then at the same time, you're like, but why?
What if?
Yeah, what happened here? And so he gives me the whole explanation of like, okay, I'm going to feel these parts of your body with this parts of my hand, and then we're going to flip around and leave these parts. And I'm like, all right. And there in front of everybody.
Oh, no.
He felt me up. He felt from all different angles. And then he set me free. I was good to go.
Oh, of course.
Didn't find my drugs.
I was going to say, you were clean. You didn't have anything on you.
I thought I figured it out.
That's nuts. Yeah, why would it set it off?
Nobody knows. He didn't say. I was like, did my shorts just have like a very prominent zipper or something? Like, what was it?
Don't wear those shorts again.
Yeah. So I don't know. I never got an answer. And I guess he didn't either. He's like, you set off the sensor, and then he's trying to find something. There was nothing to find. Sometimes
I feel like those airport security systems have no rhyme or reason. They'll just be like randomly selecting a person to.
That's what I want.
To frisk.
I know they literally do that with the little hand swab things.
Yeah.
So why not just go an extra mile and do it with the X-ray machines too? So he did. But here's what's weird too. And now I'm thinking maybe it's something with the machine.
Okay.
Because the guy right behind me also got frisked.
What in the world is wrong with this machine?
Yeah, I know. I think that needs to be, I don't know how you do testing on that. But what are the odds? Two of us completely clean and we both get frisked.
Yeah, like here's the thing. I understand why they have to do this, obviously. We know why.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, we understand.
The good news was I got on the plane. We all flew safely.
You were fine in the end. But I also hate flying because I don't want to have to deal with this experience. You know what I mean? It's just not a fun experience.
It wasn't fun. Not for me.
Yeah, clearly. No.
But I don't, it's so weird too. I don't understand. I thought the TSA was, I know you get different agents that sometimes want to like be more strict or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the rules were different at different airports because at the airport I flew out of where I got frisked, it was like, take off your belt, but use every laptop you have needs to go in a different bin, and the laptops can't be in the bags, and then these other things you need to take out and blah, blah. Like it was like there was the airport I flew out of, everything needed to be in its own bin.
Okay.
And some stuff shouldn't be in a bin. It should be on the belt, but not in a bin. And then I fly back and they're like, just put your bag there and just walk through.
Okay,
And
I don't think that's an airport thing. I think that's literally you just running into different TSA agents
Yeah.
that are being very specific and being, like they're requiring extra work for you because they just feel like it.
yeah, because it was very not busy both times.
Okay, good.
So maybe they just, at the place I flew out of, maybe they just needed something to do.
Yeah.
They're just like, we're bored. We've been standing around. This guy looks like a good mark.
Exactly.
Let's feel him up.
Let's bother him. Thanks for listening to the RadioU podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.